everybody. Welcome to another episode of Ladies with Tradies, working the trade, living the life. I'm Kate Muldoon, the host of this podcast. And today I'm really excited to talk to all of you awesome business owners about the importance of a sales process in the trades industry. Now, I know that word sales makes so many of you squirm in your boots and feel like, ugh, I just feel dirty if I try and sell too hard. I don't want to be seen as a sleazy salesperson, but the thing is, sales is what makes the world go round in business, guys. And if you're not into selling or you haven't paid any attention to how you're selling your business, then it's likely that you are not getting as much out of your business as you could. So today I'm going to give you a bit of a light-hearted overview on how important a sales process is in trades business. And I'm also going to give you 5 tips that are going to help you forge through that sort of foggy mindset that you might have around sales in order to set you up for the best success when you're going out there to quote against others in a really ruthless market. So number one is how to deal with picky customers and people that are penny pinching. The thing about customers in this day and age is that they are able to access a lot of information. They're able to get a lot of comparisons in quoting, and they are going to try to negotiate with you quite often. So you've got to be able to win them over, and you've got to also be able to save on your own profitability whilst winning them over. And what we see far too often is, and I even heard on a call this morning with somebody, is, I have to remain competitive from a pricing perspective because it's ruthless out there. So I'm just taking whatever work I can get. Don't do that, guys, because that is what is sending a lot of businesses into the hole at the moment. Is they're just taking on whatever work and discounting and taking on shitty customers because they just want to keep the wheels turning. So a good, robust sales process is going to help you to really just be working with people, or to rule out picky customers, so that you're not feeling so like your back is against the wall and you're not going to get the type of customer that you want. So the first tip in this context is make your sales process super, super clear, and being transparent with your clients is key. You need to be letting them know that you're going to communicate with them every step of the way, and you need to outline clearly and precisely what your pricing includes and also what exclusions there are. So there are no surprises. Variations are where a lot of clients have been coming unstuck in the last 12 months, where they have improved the job for their client, but then they haven't on-charged the variation to those clients. So you want to be clear about variation processes in your business, and if clients want more than what's been proposed in the scope of works, then you actually have to be transparent and upfront about that right from the start. So we'll always be referencing back the scope of works and let them know that's how you're going to work with them. You need to be super upfront with them, and you need to lead the process. Don't let the client drag you along and get what they want. You have to find a win-win for you both. And win for you means profitability, and win for them means the result that they are after. So you need to educate your customers on the value that you're providing and demonstrate this in really clear outlined quotes. Really good example of how Jace does this, so I can talk about him. He actually breaks his jobs down week by week, and he outlines exactly what he will be doing in each of those weeks so that the customer knows what he's up to. They know what's included. They know what's not included. They can see the progress that he is or he isn't making. And if there's any reason that he can't progress, e.g. sometimes renovations don't go to plan, they can reference back to the quote, which is part of the sales process, which ensures that he doesn't have any surprises and he can always charge variations. So you need to have all of your quotes broken down really clearly, and that is showcasing value. And this is going to reduce the number of picky customers that you get. It's also going to highlight your value versus the bloke who does a quote that just writes materials and labor and then a price. So I'm not saying itemize everything down to the millimeter, but what I am saying is be clear about how your work is chunked up. Give some descriptive nature in your quoting process and be transparent with your clients. And that's going to demonstrate your knowledge, your quality, and that there aren't going to be any surprises in the long run for them. So that's how you get around picky customers who are looking to save some money. The next thing you want to do is you have to stand out. Now, what I'm hearing a lot of in the market is, I'll just take on any tradie if you'll get back to me. It is shocking how many people that are not responding to a lead or to a prospective customer when they're phoning your business. So what you want to be considering is, what do I need to do to just simply up the amount of communication and reliability and consistency with prospective clients so that they just say yes because I've at least gotten back to them in a timely fashion. All people want is for you to be real with them. They just want you to be there in their inbox or on their phone, calling them back if you've missed their call, or simply answering the phone can be such a unique thing right now. So if you're not standing out by just simply communicating in a reasonable way, you have to be standing out and being unique in other ways. So you've got to find your unique selling proposition. Now, if you don't know what that is, then you need to join our Level Up Your Tradie Business program, or you need to get on the phone to us and let us help you find what's unique about you. It's got to be something that makes you a little bit concerned that you're going to promise to your prospective clients to help you to close the sale. So that could be that you'll deliver on time if you're in an industry that allows that. You know, we've got to be careful. We've got weather issues, supply issues, all of that. But you want to be promising something that is unique and something that's going to help people get over the line. So it's got to be more than just quality craftsmanship, guys. That should be the bare minimal expectation. It's got to be more than we'll tell you every step of the way what we're doing. That's a bare minimum expectation. What is it that you can promise that's over and above what other people are doing in your industry? And that is how you nail your unique selling proposition. And what that does is it's your secret sauce that makes your brand, makes you stand out amongst all the other people that they might be getting quotes from, or simply just you are offering something that is far too good to pass up, and that is not a discount. We don't discount. If you're thinking about getting coached and you think discounting is the way to go, it isn't. Please don't discount. That's another conversation for another day. So the other thing that a sales process will do for you is reduce quoting time. Every time I get on a forum of tradie wives or tradies and somebody asks a question like, what's something that you'll never hear from a tradie? It's usually, oh, I love quoting. So a good sales process helps you reduce the amount of quotes that you do, but win more work. So that's a pretty cool thing, because if you know that you're not having to do as many quotes, but you're still winning as much work or even better work than you normally would, that's higher value, and you do less jobs for more money, you won't spend anywhere near as much time in the office as you have been spending traditionally. And this is something that tears families apart, is the amount of time that tradies are spending quoting in the office. So if you've got a really good sales process, you can give it to somebody else to do, or you can give elements of it to somebody else to do. You can screen out the clients that are not suited to your business anyway. You can find the tire kickers really, really quickly. You can use software. That's another thing. Reduce your time using software programs that help you to be more effective and more efficient and more precise when it comes to quoting. And basically, you just want to be able to run your quoting in a fashion that leaves no stone unturned, and the client feels complete and utter trust in you. So they're just like, yep, let's just get on with it, because the way you've presented yourself, the way you've documented the work that you're going to do, is so good that I just want to say yes. And we don't want to see you in the office all night quoting, guys. It is a nightmare. I don't know any tradie that enjoys quoting and just gets stuck into it. It's one of those things that really grinds most people's gears. So the fourth thing that you want to do, or that a sales process will do for you, more to the point, is it will increase your conversion rate. So conversion rate is the number of prospective clients that convert to be customers, people who pay you money for what you do. So a conversion rate is a measure of that conversion from prospect to customer. And when you close a deal, that is when it's like, oh, yes, awesome. All of the fruits of my labor have paid off. And it is really one of the highest order values or numbers that you want to be measuring in your business. A lot of people go, oh, yeah, I reckon I'm converting at like 80, 85%. And we actually look at the numbers and the conversion rate's more around the 45, 50%. And then we count the numbers of hours, ruthless hours that have been spent on quotes. Let's say you do 10 quotes a week and each of those take you 2 hours each. That's 20 hours a week. Imagine if you could even halve that and only quote 10 hours of the week. Already, your conversion rate is going to improve your income, but the numbers of hours that you're getting back in time to then put back into your business because you've got a good sales process and it's helping you to convert better is only going to mean happy days. So the thing is, to improve your conversion rate, you've got to have those clear expectations set with your client. You need to be realistic about timeframes. A good example of this, one of our builders says, if you want a bathroom renovation quote, our turnaround time is 2 weeks, and they deliver either on time or before time. That's all you've got to do is you've got to stick to your word. You've got to be clear about timeframes, any challenges you might come up against. People just want honesty and certainty, so give them that. They don't want to hear, oh, yep, I'll get back to you. Now, this happened to Jason and I only last week. We're trying to get in touch with an engineer to engineer a shed for us. And the engineer said, yep, I'm working on it right now. I'll get it to you this afternoon. This afternoon came and went. 2 days later, Jace rings again. Where's it at? Oh, yep, sorry, I'm working on it. I'll get it to you today. 2 more days goes past. He still has not sent anything. He's lied to us twice. Very unhappy. And I said, babe, no 3 strikes. We're not going with them. And we've pulled a different engineer. So that is an example of lost opportunity. That bloke could have said, oh, it's going to take me a week to do it. I'll come back to you in a week's time. We would have felt totally differently about that scenario. But instead, lie. Didn't deliver. So our satisfaction just dropped every time we had to follow him up. So he didn't convert us as clients. Bad luck. So that's a great example of how doing your sales process, being transparent, clear, and honest can improve your conversion rate. And then the 5th thing is using improved systems in sales. So efficiency in business is a game changer. It is the thing that's going to make you money or break your business. So if you are not systematized in the way that you are doing sales, that is using technology, measuring and testing everything that you're doing, then you are really missing opportunity, because the time savings that come from setting up a system and a process and using it over and over and over again, you're missing your opportunities. You're missing a chance to save money, to save time, and to improve your conversion rate, therefore to improve your revenue. And because it takes all less time, you're going to improve your profitability too. So use scheduling apps, use automated reminders to follow up your sales process, use job management software. It makes a quote look really sexy. And then you can use and repeat it over and over again to enhance the way you're operating. So it will help you to operate like a well-oiled machine. It'll tell you where in the process, the sales process, your clients are at. You keep moving them along that process. Some of our clients do this in a Trello board. They might do it in Build Exact software or ServiceMate, or they might do it in Aeroflow. There's a lot of systems out there, Tradify, etc., 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 that you can use to help you track where your prospective clients are at in a sales process in order to follow them up. So use technology, guys. A sales process plus technology married together is unbelievable. It will send you reminders. It'll do all the things to make sure that you're following up and you're nailing what you need to be nailing. So there's 5 ways, guys, that a sales process can support you, and a few tips in there on how to build it and what's required. It is important that you have this in, because we want you to be working the trade and living the life, and we want you to tend that towards living the life. And quoting for hours and hours and not winning the work is not living the life. It is just working, running yourself into the ground, not selling as much as you should, or getting as much blood out of the stone as you should. And we don't want that. So we want you to be super, super successful, and a really good sales process will set you up for that. So thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you found those insights helpful. If you do have any questions, or you want to share your success stories with us, please reach out to Ladies with Tradies. You can contact us at www.ladieswithtradies.com, or you can simply jump onto our socials, Ladies with Tradies, on Insta and Facebook. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you. So ensure that you are reaching out, you're having a great time, and that you continue to work the trade and live the life. Cheers, guys.